With ESPN's Tim Kurkjian here at Braves camp. Tim, great to see you. And we haven't seen a lot of ESPN the last couple of years from a national standpoint, but the Braves kind of getting back on the map last year. When you look back to what the Braves accomplished, 90 wins, a division title, probably coming out of nowhere for most people from a national standpoint, what was the most impressive part of the Braves ball club from a year ago, in your opinion?
First off, I didn't see them coming last year,
Yeah.
and that's really impressive when they sneak up on everyone and play like that. The most impressive part is the young players on this team. I mean, Ronald Acuna Jr., my goodness. How many players that young have been that good? I mean, the question we have to start to ask is if he continues to make adjustments, how good is he going to be? Because the raw skills are a joke. I see him take batting practice, and it's a different sound, it's a different everything.
Yeah.
So that young core of players, that was the most impressive thing that I saw.
A lot of hardware for this ball club a year ago, a couple of Gold Glove winners, a Manager of the Year, the Rookie of the Year as well. When you look at, though, the balance between those young players and the veterans, like Mark Hakis back, Brian McCann is here, Josh Donaldson as well, how important do you think that balance is in a clubhouse?
Well, I'm convinced it's critical. You have to build with young players, but to ask young players to carry the entire load is just unfair. The game is way too hard. You need veteran players, accomplished players to come in and show the kids this is how it's done up here. The kids may carry the load on the field, but in order to do their best, they have to be told by Brian McCann, Josh Donaldson, and others, here's how it works up here. And absolutely invaluable to have that many veteran players around.
What kind of impact do you think Donaldson can make on this team offensively? I mean, obviously the Braves needed some power from the right side.
Right. I talked to him in length this morning, and he looks great, he feels great, and when he's right physically, which he is now finally, he's a dominant offensive player. He makes their lineup really, really good. To me, this is the one question about this club. How good can he be? If he gets anywhere near the MVP of a few years ago, then he's a middle-of-the-order hitter, and the Braves are a significantly better offensive team. National
League West has really been one of those divisions we've watched a lot as one of the more competitive ones. This National League East looks pretty darn good this year too, doesn't it?
Yeah, the Nationals, even if they don't re-sign Bryce Harper, are improved. I just saw the Phillies, and even if they don't sign Harper, they're vastly improved. The Mets are way better than they were, and the Braves are good too. So we have 4 teams that could win this division, and somebody's going to finish fourth.
Yeah.
And whoever finishes fourth is a really good team.
Last one for you. Do you have in your crystal ball where Bryce Harper ends up? Because I think a lot of us felt all offseason it was probably going to be Philly or D.C. Does it still seem like those are the front runners?
I've been at this for 3.5 months, and I still don't know the answer to that question. I'm getting a little tired of trying to figure this out. My answer is I don't know, but my guess is I think he's going to end up with the Phillies. That seems to be the most logical place. There's a fit, there's a need. We'll see. I'm sure Braves fans not very happy to hear about that, but we'll see what happens. It's been a wild offseason. Who knows what these next couple of weeks hold. For Tim Kurkjian, I'm Kevin McAlpin for ESPN, for ESPN.com and for 680 The Fan.